line with us, Congressman Khanna, representing the 17th District of California in the U.S. House of Representatives. He's vice chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, former national chair of the Bernie Sanders campaign, actually, years ago, and involved in all these negotiations and whatnot. Congressman Khanna, welcome back to the program. I realize you may have to bail out at some point during this hour.
I may, Tom. I always love doing this. Usually it is a non-negotiable time on my schedule, but the president may be coming to the House caucus, and a lot of negotiations going on, as you know. I mean, I'm very proud of Pramila Jayapal, our Progressive Caucus. We've held the line in ensuring that we get the full Build Back Better agenda that they really were pushing to just passed the infrastructure till late last night, and there were calls back and forth with Senator Sanders, Pramila. We had a late-night caucus meeting around 10 o'clock, and then they realized that the progressives weren't just going to fold, and I think people were surprised. It was the first time the progressives have actually flexed political power in a good way to make sure that working-class concerns, child care, Medicare expansion, so people can get dental and hearing aids covered, the community college, paid leave, that these things actually matter, and we're not just going to pass things without those being in the bill. So we had a good stand last night, and now we want to get it done.
Yeah, you put a rant on Twitter the other day that you were on CNN, and I played part of it on the air here. I think it was 2 days ago, where you were saying we still don't know what Kyrsten Sinema wants. Two quick questions, and then we can pick up calls unless there's something else out. But number one, do we yet know what Kyrsten Sinema wants? And number two, and I tweeted about this earlier this morning. Why is it? I've been watching the news on this for a week or so. That it's been really kind of top of news every day. And I have yet to see one single reporter for any network, not that I watch them all, but I have yet to see one single reporter ask one single Republican, why are you opposed to doing something about climate change? Why are you opposed to seniors on Medicare getting eyeglasses and hearing aids and dental? Why are you opposed to giving pre-K child care to young working families so that they can participate in the labor force? Why? I have yet to hear it's all been about. Actually, Tom. I beg your pardon?
It's a great point. It's a great point that you make. I mean, it's all the politics.
Yeah.
It's all that they ask them, is the Democratic Party fighting with itself? What does this mean for your midterms? But you're absolutely right. They have not. And they said, and they always say, why can't you support the president's Build Back Better? And then they let them say it costs too much. But they've never pointed it out with specificity. What parts are you opposed to people getting dental care? Are you opposed to folks getting child care? Are you opposed to the being able to take a day off if you're sick? I actually think it's as your points often are, simple but brilliant. And I'm going to, if I get on CNN or MSNBC, which I'm sure I will, I'm going to try to raise this come on, try to ask the Republicans specifics about what they're opposed to. On Sinema, we still don't know. At the very least, she's now negotiating, and she's at least now trying to do something. But I've always said, with Manchin, I have a strong disagreement, but at least you kind of know where he stands. I'm a little bit disappointed that he had this 1.5 trillion number apparently out there 2.5 months ago, and somehow we've all been kept in the dark, and there's been some wishful thinking. I mean, I wish we had this conversation and the negotiations start back end of July. But now we finally are negotiating.
Yeah, then you could have done a 4-year bill instead of a 10-year bill. For example.
And I put people, I'm sure your readers know by now that we email every now and then, and you forwarded me this article, which I've now, I take your points and I make them my own, but it made such common sense to me that why don't we front load the benefits instead of some of the programs being 10 years, have them up through 2024 and then run on it. And by and large, these are so popular that a Republican is simply not going to win saying now we want to take away your dental benefits, your child care benefits. So I have floated this from everyone to Ron Klain at the White House to our caucus, and if there is a compromise, I think it could be along those lines.
God bless you.